Hello, I'm Max Humphries. I'm puppet designer on Madagascar The Musical, and this is my workshop. Okay, so this is how we kind of break down the puppets into their mechanisms and work them back up again. So this is one of Chuck's original drawings of Kowalski. So whilst I'm working on the mechanisms, Chuck will be using the same drawing to start working out the sculpt, and then we'll bring both parts together. So from that, I'll start kind of breaking down the mechanisms of like where I want the eyes to move and the beak to move, and then the side-to-side part that makes the look, because those penguins are very slinky. And then this is all the different elements broken down, and from that I can either get those parts cut or I'll take them into Rhino and 3D print them and 3D model them. So this is one of the penguins eye mechs. This is Rico's. So you can see this is a mix of aluminium and 3D printed nylon and some wooden handmade parts. But yeah, this does all the links and the beak. So yeah, this is eventually be set up in the plastic heads. So this is Skipper. He hasn't got his nice silky feathers on yet, but this is what he looks like underneath. So yeah, he's quite fun. He's got a little beak. He's got a nice little blink, a little waddle. So yeah, it was quite fun getting with these because their bodies are like big old beanie Marioshka dolls, so finding the movement in them has been quite a challenge. But yeah, he's got these nice wings which are nice and foldy, so they move in a nice way. Yeah, he's fun. I love the mechanisms, so I
think that's why we work quite well.
Yeah,
because we definitely like favour
different
the opposite bits.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I love the insides, all the stuff you can't see, and the outside bit I often get a bit bored with. Yeah. Whereas Chuck's the other way around. She likes the sculpting and the outside bits, the stuff you can see, and always tells me to hurry up with my mechanisms. So this is Lynn, who's one of our lemurs. So this started off as one of Chuck's drawings. What's interesting about these puppets is Madagascar's obviously it's a CGI film originally. The proportions are quite abstract because they weren't designed to work in the real world. So you have things like very, very tiny legs and very, very long torso. So it's been a bit of a challenge working out how those things work in the real world. But we start with like a drawing which we'll work the mech and the sculpt off. And then Chuck does a nice miniature sculpt. And from that we work out all the pattern. And then we end up making a big Lynn here when all the mechanisms, all these parts, and then all the sculpt will come together. And then we clad the whole thing. Out they go to the show. Physically, the labour that goes into each of these puppets, like, we're probably going to put in, I would say, at least 60 to 70 hours with each of these puppets, easily. And it's quite fun to kind of make stuff when you're working on such well-known characters. It's quite fun to kind of not have to to break down previous shapes. It's a nice challenge, and then kind of work out how you're going to get that characterization exactly as much as you can into the performance. So it's been a really fun project.